Here are the lowest level moves a man can make. We all know by now that us men are playing a game, and that's the game of life. And in this game of life, we have to perform. And women wait and they pick out the best performers. That's just how it is. I'm not saying women don't work or they don't put in work. I'm not saying they don't put in work, but they're always looking for a man that's doing better. So doesn't that say something? But while you're in this game, you can't afford to waste that much time. And you have to make sure that you're always making the best moves that you can. We're not always going to make the best moves, or you always have to be intentional around that. So here are the worst moves a man can make. The first one is chasing women. We all know by now, bro, and it's a very saturated saying, but I still don't know why guys waste their time running after girls. Like, when everybody tells you not to, like, whether that be your favorite rapper, your Instagram feed, or your aunties and your uncles, everyone says, stop chasing girls. This will only push them away, because to them, it makes them look like you have no other priorities than them. Therefore, you don't seem like you're performing in life or trying to perform. That's why your ass always gets left unseen. Next is chasing a quick buck, like drugs, scams, etc. Unless you actually have no choice, like I'm talking about you deep down in Chicago gutters, or you in Compton, you really need to sell drugs. You don't always need to resort to this. Like, honestly, doing all that kind of stuff is just one way to make money for a certain amount of time. You're not a man, you're a boy who found an easy way and then you ran with it. Like, look at all the rappers and shit, bro. They all started out as hardcore drug trappers. Maybe not hardcore, but they were all selling drugs, scamming, doing that illegal shit. They got the bread out of it, and then they leveraged it in a very smart way, whether that be with their talent or other businesses. But if you keep tapping the well of drugs and scams and stealing, that simply means you lack the competence to actually make money the proper way by adding value to people, a community, or a marketplace. Next is chasing the greatness of others. People nowadays don't really chase the greatness of oneself. They chase the greatness of others or those they see through the screen. Say I wanted to be a basketball player, bro, and I saw LeBron James do a crazy ass dunk. It's wrong for me to say, yo, I want to be just like Bron. I can't wait until I have a signature dunk and they're recording me. Because one, I'll never be Bron. I'll never have his athleticism. I'll never have his influence. I'll only have mine. Chase your greatness. Next is material possession. We're all in the chase for material possession. You can lie and say you're not, but you're simply lying. You're in chase for material possession. Stop lying to yourself. But none of us really have the right to say that it won't make us happy, because we don't know, right? And most of the people that say money doesn't give you happiness are broke people, so I'm not going to trust them. But like, think about it, man. If your only goal is to get rich and have a nice house, then you're kind of on the wrong path, because it just has no foundation. It has no value. Us broke people can see that it has no foundation and it has no value. And I think it's just way more fulfilling to just chase something that can't be stolen from you, or chase something that can't break down and be repossessed if you miss a payment. The last thing I want to say is that the only moves a man should make are ones that result in his freedom and his progression. Love you. Start off tomorrow strong, G. Peace.